Good morning, good morning. Just checking my phone to verify that I am really here and not just talking to myself. And it's true. I'm here with you, and I'm so excited to have you joining me. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I am Sherri-Lee. This is the Facebook Success Formula Show, and I show up here every Thursday at 10 a.m. to help you sell out your programs, your courses, your services, and your memberships using Facebook as your primary marketing tool. So please, who's here? Say hi. Let me know who's here. Let me know where in the world you are joining me from, because I love to hear how far afield Facebook helps me to reach, because it really does. And let me know the title of your program, the name of your program, the name of your membership, of your group of your group coaching program, not your group on Facebook, your group coaching program, or your service that you have. Let me know what the name of that is, all right? Because I would love to get to know you better so that I can serve you better. So, I was thinking about what I wanted to talk to you about today. And, last year, kind of a challenging year, right? I mean, we had so much going on. We were thrown into this upheaval globally of the pandemic. And I know it threw a lot of business owners for a loop. And I'm so grateful that I had made the choices that I had made. I started my business back in 2010. I really focused a lot on local businesses originally, and I was working with a lot of local brick and mortar businesses. I was very involved in the Chamber of Commerce. I went to local networking events. And then in 2015, we had a personal tragedy that happened in my life, and I realized I just could not be going out and socializing for a while. I thought, I need to take a break. I need to pull back from these things. I just couldn't go out and do these things. And so I had to reevaluate, what am I doing? And at that point in 2016, I said, you know what? I'm on Facebook. I am teaching people how to use Facebook. Why am I limiting myself to my region when I could reach the world using this platform? So in 2016, I just went, really focused into growing my visibility, my reach, my connection with people all over the world. And I'm so grateful I made that choice in 2016, because last year, when things kind of went upside down, I didn't have to do a whole lot of pivoting. I had my online presence established. I had a membership program. I had courses I was selling. I had things already housed online on a platform that allowed me to easily sell and, serve my community. I already had my presence was pretty good on Facebook, and I was, growing and reaching new people and helping new people, but I didn't have to pivot. I kind of put on some extra speedy shoes and went into overdrive focus on during that time. I was also super grateful because I've always homeschooled my kids. And so my kids were able to just navigate that bump very easily, although they missed out on seeing their friends and hanging out with people. We didn't have the same challenges that a lot of other people had last year. And I'm so grateful for those choices. And what I was able to do with that, when I put on my little speedy wings on my shoes to kind of supercharge and to really get focused on increasing my reach and my visibility and my connection with people, I was able to double my business last year, and I had huge growth in my business last year. And I'm so grateful for that. But my focus was all very exclusively on selling out my programs, my courses, my group coaching, and my memberships. And that's really where my focus went. And I know a lot of people either already had things set up before everything happened last March, or they chose to jump into, I'm going to go with what a dream I've always had. I've always wanted to teach courses. I've always wanted to have my business online. Lots of people were saying that. And so then they had to jump into getting that all set up. And I'm not going to lie, there's tech challenges. There's a learning curve. There is, the peaks and valleys. There's the tech. What platform are you going to use? Kajabi or Thinkific, or, there's so many other ones, Kartra, other ones out there that you can do. How are you going to lay out your program? But most importantly, you've got to have people actually interested in your program and knowing you and liking you and trusting you in order to sell these things. So, it doesn't matter what platform you choose, whether you host it on your website or you use Thinkific, which is what I use, or you use Kajabi, which a friend uses. It really doesn't matter where you host it. It really doesn't matter how many modules are in it. It doesn't matter how many lessons are in the module. It doesn't matter how long each module is. None of that really matters. What matters is that you are clear on the outcome and the result that people are going to get for it, and that you have people interested in it. They know you exist. They know this offer is there. They know that it's going to solve a problem for them. Is this making sense to you guys? I'd love to hear from you. Who has a program? Who has a course that you are putting out into the world and you are looking to sell more of? So when I started thinking about what did I do, I had thousands of people go through my programs last year, between my workshops and my membership and my Facebook Profit Formula program and my Facebook Business Builders Club. Thousands of people went through last year, and I started thinking about what did I do that made that growth happen. I had the pieces in place. So if you've got to put the pieces in place, that's fine, but don't let that take a lot of time. Don't let that take you out of the game. Don't let that slow you down. I talk to a lot of people who say, well, I spent the last 6 months creating my program and now I'm ready to sell it. Wow, why take 6 months to sell your program? Get your idea, make sure that it's something that is wanted on the marketplace, and then get visible and sell it. And create it as you sell it. Okay, for example, my Facebook Profit Formula program. This is like my flagship program that I am so proud of. I have had this program since 2017. Well, this year I'm re-recording that program, and I am developing new modules, and I'm updating all the training because, of course, Facebook has changed, and so everything is different. Am I not selling while I'm developing that program? No. I'm making time on my calendar every week to record a module, and I'm delivering that module, and I am selling that program still to people, and they are consuming them as the modules go. Now, because it's in creation mode, maybe I'm going to throw in a little bit of extra private time or group time or some extra coaching for them to move them along. And then I can get feedback and find out, is this program solving their problems, or do I have to add something else? Do I have to tweak something? So if you create while you deliver, you can adjust it to actually solve the problems of the people that you want to serve, instead of just being what you think they need. Is this making sense? So when I was thinking about what I did last year, I got boldly visible. I showed up. How many of you can say you consistently always showed up even when you don't feel like it? I'll admit I didn't. Sometimes I'd go, I don't feel like it today. I had a crappy sleep. I'm a little bit tired. I got a bit of a headache. I don't have any energy. I didn't think about what I was going to talk about on my Facebook Live, so I'm just not going to do it. Nobody watches anyways. Nobody notices anyways. So what difference does it make? You know what happened every time I did that? First, I told the universe I wasn't committed to my mission. I let myself down every time I did that. And I let my community down every time I did that, because inevitably, when I chose that, at least one person reached out to me and said, hey, I was looking for you at 10 a.m. like you said you'd be, but I couldn't find you. What happened? And that could have been a person who needed to hear my message that day. And I let them down. I let myself down. I let my business down. I didn't show up and be committed for my business. I wasn't showing up and being committed for myself and my family and my kids and my dogs. I show up every time I say I'm going to show up. And every week I demand more of myself. And that is leading to massive visibility. That is leading to my name being known. That is leading to people finding me because I show up and I'm present. And I have people saying, you're everywhere. Like, I hear from you all the time. I get your emails. I see you on Facebook. You're on your profile, on your page, in your group. You're everywhere. Because I'm committed to showing up. Now, I want to let you know that sounds overwhelming, but if you create a system, if you understand what to do on your business page so that you get massive visibility, you can get a lot of this stuff done without it taking up a lot of your time. If you don't know me very well yet, I'm not a big fan of working 24/7 or grinding. I'm not a fan of that. What I forgot to mention is while I doubled my business last year, I worked less than I have ever worked in my business. Averaged about 20 hours a week in my business. Sure, some weeks was a little bit more. If I was leading up to like a workshop and a launch, that week would be a little bit more, right? My kids and I would plan ahead. But then the next week, I could take some time off. So I averaged about 20 hours a week in my business last year. And I doubled my business last year. By following these steps, I got boldly visible. I got clear on my message. I showed up when I said I would and more often than when I said I would. I served with a heart of giving and love and compassion for wherever anybody was in their journey. Okay? You want to create this. I'm looking at my notes here. You want to create this platform as an asset to your business. You know, you want to shift. If you ever feel begrudging towards this platform, if you ever feel, frustrated or annoyed or inconvenienced by it in any way, you want to shift that. I give thanks for Facebook every single day because it has changed my life and my business. I never had a business before Facebook. I never thought I'd have a business before Facebook. I jumped on in 2008, so I was one of the early people into Facebook. I had no idea then that it was going to turn into such a big part of my life. I love Facebook and I'm grateful for it every day because I don't fight against the way it works. I don't expect it to do something different than what it can. And I understand how to use it to help me achieve my goals. It's a tool that I use that allows me to connect with people all over the world so that I can help them solve their problems. So many people are hearing it. You guys are all so quiet. Tell me, let me think of something fun for you guys to say because I want to hear from you. Just tell me, do you have a course? Do you have a program? Say hi. Let me know you're here. Tell me what your favorite thing about February is. Tell me what your favorite thing about February is, okay? So get massive visibility. Get really bold. Make a commitment to yourself, to your business. Show up more often than you say you will. Then you've got to get really clear on your offer. And while I say get really clear on your offer, we don't want to write anything in stone. You want to be flexible at the same time. And you want to be fluid with things. You want to go with the flow of what your community is going to tell you that they need. That's not to say that you have to let other people run your business. You don't, right? If somebody says, well, that's too much money, I can't afford that, you should be offering something that's way less. You can say, that's not me. That's not who I serve. So it's about taking feedback only from the right people. So if somebody's saying to you, I can't afford what you're offering, you should offer it at less, you have to put that into a different compartment and say, that's not the person that I'm taking feedback from because they aren't my community right now. And maybe you could help them find the person that they need for where they're at right now so that they can grow to need you. Dawn, your birthday's in February. Happy birthday, February girl. Thank you. That's awesome. Congratulations. I'm not even going to ask you how old you are. I'm sure it's like 29 or something. So happy birthday in February. So know what you're offering and know your worth. Be really clear on that. I know my mission is to help entrepreneurs, mostly women, who want to use this platform to help them sell their programs, sell their courses, sell their group coaching, and sell their memberships. Okay? That's my mission. I'm clear on that. Everything that I talk about moves that. That is the goal. So when I say know what you're offering, that's the goal for me. So if you want to sell out your program in March, then I'm your girl to talk to about that. Whether you've got a program or whether you don't have a program, whether it's a dream or you've already sold 1,000 of those programs and you just want to supercharge it, wherever you're at. So it's not about saying, well, my course is going to do step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, and that's it. It's written in stone, and now I have to find somebody who needs exactly those things. We need it to be a bit more fluid, but we have to know what our focus is, what our agenda is, what our goal is, okay? So those are two things. Get boldly visible. Show up. Commit. Keep going. Know what you're offering and what you're worth, and challenge yourself to go a little bit farther than that. Grow your profitable email list. All right, who here has an email list? Just throw an emoji in a thumbs up or an emoji or something in the comments if you have an email list. And you'll notice I didn't say with a certain number on it. It doesn't matter. If you've gotten started, wherever you're at, we all start with 0 email subscribers. So wherever you're at, if you've got less than 100, if you've got over 1,000, or if you've got 10,000 people on your email list, throw an emoji in there so that I know you are working on growing your email list. This is an asset to your business that is yours, that you own, right? You don't own your Facebook page or your group or your profile, and Facebook owns those, and they kind of just let you use them. They lease them out to you. Sorry, I needed a quick drink. So you're growing your email list is an asset that you own and a way that you can connect with people off of this platform in other ways, in a deeper, more meaningful way. When somebody says, yes, I'm going onto your email list, then they've stood out. They've said, I want to know more about what you do. And you can market and serve them in a different way on the email list than you can, on a social platform. So who's growing an email list? That's the next thing. You want to grow that asset. You really want to make sure that you're doing that. And there's tons of ways to grow your email list. Tons of ways to do that. I mean, you could have a lead magnet, and the lead magnet, you want it to be completely constructed as a first step introduction into your program, not just a general thing. You want it to be specifically created for the goal you want, which is to sell out your courses and your programs. So your lead magnet should be the first step of information. So they claim a lead magnet, they get on your email list, but they also get that first bit of information to move them into whatever your program is, whether it's learn to crochet, learn to paint, get fit, healthy cooking, meal prep. There's a membership for everything out there, or a program for everything. So your lead magnet needs to be specific to your program or your course that you're offering. Okay. growing your profitable email list through a lead magnet is one of the most important things. And in my Facebook Business Builders Club, we actually create a lead magnet for each member in that club that is specific to their program and their course, so that it can become something that attracts prospects for the program, not just to the list. It's not about just growing the email list. We want to grow the email list with people that are specifically interested in that thing you're offering. So in the Business Builders Club, we create the lead magnet for them. I mean, obviously we have conversations. We don't write it. They write the content, but we turn it into this beautiful, easily deliverable lead magnet. And then we teach them how to run ads to targeted real people so that they can bring new people into their email list that have raised their hand and said, I want more information about this thing. All right, who's growing their email list? The other way to grow your email list and serve your community and sell out your programs is through running a workshop or a challenge. This gives you an opportunity to grow your email list, because when people sign up for it, they get onto your email list. It gives you an opportunity to grow your group on Facebook, where you can serve people on a deeper level. It'll also help you grow your Facebook page, because you're going to do Facebook Lives to promote and talk about your workshop. And then you get to serve people in your Facebook group on a greater, deeper level and really help them solve very specifically one or two of their problems that will give them a quick win, something that they can do and implement that will solve one problem for them. Then you can invite them into your program, which will solve the bigger problem. So you see how we sequence everything out in order to do this? It's not about taking 3 months or 6 months to create a program and then posting, my program's done, it's only $97, who wants it? That's not going to work. It's about creating these specific steps that I've used to double my business while working less last year, that I've taught dozens of people in the Facebook Business Builders Club how to do this for themselves. It's about implementing it, not letting tech stopping you, not judging your results, and then doing it again. One time is not enough. We need to repeat. We need to do it over and over and over. In fact, last year, I ran my workshop 8 times over the course of the year. And in those 8 times, I had thousands of people sign up, and then hundreds of them convert into various programs. It's the repeating that allows you to get mastery of what you are offering, how you're offering it, how you're speaking about it. What are the pillars of your workshop? What are the titles of your workshop? How are you building and layering each piece of information in order to build the urgency so that when you say, here's my program, you have got people clamoring for it. And the first time you get 5 and then 10 and then 20, you have to repeat, because your practice helps you get better at it and helps you attract more people, and you get the people who signed up to help you let the world know how awesome and amazing you are. It's not that hard, right? I think that works out to be like 4 steps. Easy peasy. Now, they aren't hard steps. You could go off and do that on your own. Absolutely no problem. If you'd like to discuss how I could help you with that, I'm going to invite you to comment with the word strategy. Just write the word strategy if you're interested in learning how I can help you implement this system for you to grow, sell out your programs and courses and group coaching and memberships this year. If you comment with the word strategy, I will reach out to you. And then we will get on the phone and have a conversation. No obligation, no pressure from me, but we will dive into where are you in your business? What is your mission? What are you committed to doing? What is the thing that you want to promote? And then we'll talk about the options that I have available for you and how I can help you do that. All right, now I'm going to be back next week and we're going to continue this conversation. So I want to hear from you. Who's got a program? Who's got a course that they're selling? What's your biggest challenge with that? What do you need to know about how to get more people to say yes to your program? And we'll be back next week and we're going to keep diving into this, all right? So if you're interested in talking to me about how I can help you get all of this set up, just comment with the word strategy and I will reach out to you. Thanks for being here today. I am so grateful for you. I love coming on and sharing this information with you. The more interactive you are, the easier it is for me. I love your energy when you interact. And so I will see you next Thursday at 10 a.m. PST. Have a great week and remember to get boldly visible.